Now, before you buy something, you might want to check out what people have to say about it on the internet. But online reviews are not always what they seem, and they could lead you the wrong way. Well, joining us this morning is Kelly Grant, senior consumer reporter for Market Watch. Kelly, good morning. Thanks for joining us again.
Good morning.
So I am one of those people. I don't make a move without checking an online review. Restaurants for sure, definitely children's toys, because I don't want to waste my money and, have my kid playing with a toy that she's going to throw out.
Exactly. It's a smart thing to do. Most people do look at those online reviews to make the decision, and we know studies have found that people increasingly trust them almost as much as they might a personal recommendation from a friend or family member.
Yeah.
But there are some downsides, and one of the big ones that we found is that there are a lot of fakes. Some of the researchers estimate that as many as 30% of reviews are fake, and it's very, very easy for a business to find, maybe just for even a couple of cents, someone who has never been to the business, never bought that product or service, to write them a review. So if you're looking for that sort of fake when you're perusing the reviews, look for something that's just sort of a simple opinion. It was bad, it was good, but doesn't really give a lot of detail. Or if it sounds like marketing copy, probably is.
See, my technique is to always look at the worst reviews first, because I think they can't be fake. They've got to be the most genuine, but not necessarily, right?
No.
Right.
There can be, one of the other types of fake reviews are from the employer, their employees, friends and family members of somebody who owns a business. So you'll see like some really glowing reviews for their own business, but some real, knife in the back for that competitor. So you do want to consider, even if it's a bad review, if the reviewer might have some sort of a bias. And we hear from people who really frequent these review sites that can be easy to spot too, because these are they call them sock puppet accounts. That's somebody who doesn't really set up the profile. They're not going to have a picture, and it's probably just one or two reviews all kind of related to the same thing.
Interesting. So what if you want to be a reviewer? I've only reviewed a couple of things, usually because I was really impressed, but do you have to consider, if you're unimpressed, how you write the review? I know sometimes some business owners will kind of lash back, right?
They lash back, and in a big way. What we're hearing from a lot of them is that they're not shy about filing lawsuits against people who review. So you need to be very, very careful, and just realize that anonymity doesn't protect you here. This is something that they can very easily find you. And what the lawyers told us is that it comes down to your opinion is protected under First Amendment, but false statements of fact are not. So you need to be very careful about what you're saying and whether it's more of an opinion or something that can be proven untrue. Okay. But in any case, doesn't stop them from suing you. It just means they're less likely to win. So you want to look at your liability coverage on your homeowners, your renters policy. A lot of the times that does cover defamation, and if it doesn't, it's pretty cheap coverage to buy as part of an umbrella liability policy.
But that's probably the last thing you're thinking about when you're, jotting down a little review.
No, definitely not.
What about the whole star process, the star technique, I guess? I said I just go to the worst star number one, and then I read. Do the stars make a difference?
They do, and surprisingly, you'll find that people are really positive when they're doing their online reviews. Even the sites themselves tell us that the bulk of the reviews are positive. They tend to be 4 and 5 stars. It's not as hard to find that 5-star product or restaurant as you might think. So definitely take a look at that and try to weigh that. The sites also say it's kind of a self-perpetuating thing. You go on looking for a good service, you get it, so you leave a nice review. But really try to look at all of the details there to see if your 5-star expectations really jive with what the reviewer says was 5 stars.
And very quickly, check the filtered reviews, because there's ways that they can throw out some reviews.
Yes, just because you review it doesn't mean that your review is going to show up on the site. A lot of the sites have policies that filter out. It catches a lot of the fakes, but can catch the legitimate ones as well. So see what you might spot. Yelp does it, Opinions does it, a lot of these others. So just try to look at all of the reviews.
Very good. Kelly Grant, senior consumer reporter for Market Watch. Thanks for joining us again this morning.
Thank you.